Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless reveals Phyllis Summers is making a dirty deal with Victor Newman this week. Victor Newman thinks he's finally going to get his hands on the AI program so he can do some bad things. But will karma circle around and bite Victor? We're going to talk about how Phyllis might be tricking Victor, and he might be in for a very rude awakening. This week, we've got Phyllis trotting out to the new ranch house to meet with Victor, and she tells him she has an offer he can't refuse. Phyllis tells Victor she stole Kane Ashby's AI program and will let him have it on one condition. He can't resist what Phyllis is offering, and he agrees. After meeting with Phyllis, Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson Newman are over at the new ranch to see Victor. He tells them they can't tell anybody, but Phyllis had a falling out with Kane and stole the AI and offered it to him. So, Victor explains to Adam and Chelsea that he's going to use it to take over Jabbo, and then Phyllis is going to get Jabbo as her payment. Victor says that was the price she demanded, and he seems fine giving it to Phyllis rather than destroying it. Victor says that he never actually wanted to destroy Jabbo. He just wanted to destroy Jack Abbott, and him losing Jabbo to Phyllis would actually destroy Jack. There's no lie there. Victor tells Adam and Chelsea that Phyllis doesn't want to get her hands dirty, so Victor agreed to do it, and it's a win-win. Of course, Victor's happy to do that. He sees Jack miserable, and Phyllis gets what she says she wants. However, I think she may be outsmarting Victor. Phyllis may have a twisted blind side coming that Victor won't see at all. Here's what I think might happen in the end. I think Phyllis misleads Victor into thinking the AI program is aimed at Jabbo, but in fact, Phyllis might have set it up so it's really aimed at Newman Enterprises. I think Phyllis is kind of jangling keys to distract Victor while she sneaks up to stab him in the back on Young and the Restless. Phyllis may have Victor convinced she despises Jack because he chose Diane Jenkins' Susan Walters over her, and that Phyllis is also mad at Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson for choosing Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, as part of her anger because he dumped Summer Newman, Allison Lanier. There's plenty of motive that Victor can see when Phyllis explains that she wants to take Jabbo away to punish Jack and Kyle and mess with John Abbott's formerly Jerry Douglas legacy to also hurt Billy. The thing is, I don't think Phyllis really wants Jabbo. First of all, she knows her daughter Summer would hate her for taking it. Summer's company, Marchetti, is part of Jabbo. Not to mention, Nick Newman Joshua Morrow would hate Phyllis too if she took over Jabbo and screwed up things for Summer at Marchetti. Phyllis's son, Daniel Romolodi Michael Graziade, might also walk away from her for hurting his sister and friends of the family. Plus, there's the fact that Phyllis doesn't actually hate Jack. She dislikes Diane, but their rivalry is pretty low-key and bland at this point. Also, I really don't think Phyllis would take Jack's family legacy away from him and away from Harrison Locke Redding Munsell, who is Phyllis's grandson. However, Victor is a whole other issue. He is someone that Phyllis truly hates and will always loathe for very, very good reason. Victor's the one Phyllis really wants to destroy, and she wants revenge for a lot of things he's done in the past. I think Phyllis stole the AI from Kane with a specific plan to target Victor. Do you remember when Kane was telling Phyllis about the AI program and his plans to take over everything in Genoa City? From the get-go, she told Kane she wanted to crush Newman, take it over, and she wanted Victor working for her. She wanted to see him crawl. I don't see Phyllis doing a 180 on that and deciding to crush Jack instead. I think Phyllis went to Victor and told him she stole the AI for a couple of reasons. First, Phyllis knows Victor would find out about it anyway. Genoa City is a small town, and word would spread that Kane lost control of the AI. I mean, she just stole it. And already Jack and Diane know thanks to Kane. So that's part of why I think Phyllis approached Victor. She came to him to cut a deal and make him think he was getting something good from her, and then repaying Phyllis with something that Victor doesn't even consider valuable, which is Jabbo. I think this is all part of a plot. I think Kane played right into Phyllis's hands because Kane did what Phyllis expected, and he ran to Jack and Diane to warn them. So, Victor's going to see Jabbo reacting, and he's going to think Phyllis is really doing it, and that's why the Abbotts are scrambling. They're getting up their defenses, but Victor may assume it's because the attack actually happened. Plus, with Jack calling Billy to come to the mansion, and then Jack calling Kyle, saying he needs to leave Los Angeles and get home ASAP. That'll even further substantiate it. He will think, oh, Phyllis is really doing this thing. So, Victor's going to see the Abbotts panicking and worried that Jabbo is about to be taken over. He'll see Jack, Billy, Diane, and Kyle all on the defensive. Victor's guard will be down because he'll be so busy thinking about how great it's going to be when he finally destroys Jack that Victor may not notice the Trojan horse that he let into his life. Because don't forget, Phyllis is supposedly a brilliant hacker. She stole the AI, and I'm sure she's capable of using it and even modifying it. The thing is, it's already set up to be used in a very weird way. To Victor, it should look like the program is targeting Jabbo, but maybe it's dismantling Newman Enterprises instead. If you remember, Kane had a backdoor thing built into the AI. Kane was going to let Billy use the AI and do his dirty work and target companies in Genoa City. But Kane said that he would be the one who would secretly be controlling the AI, and Billy would only think he was in control. I suspect Phyllis is doing the same thing. I think she picked up where Kane left off, and she's letting Victor think he's in the driver's seat. But it's really Phyllis, thanks to that backdoor that Kane had programmed into it for him to use himself. Let's be real. Phyllis is long overdue for a win, and Victor is way overdue for a comeuppance. And if Phyllis got the better of him, OMG, Victor would lose it. He would be totally humiliated. You know that everybody in Genoa City would have a good laugh if Phyllis bested Victor. So yeah, everybody might be pretty impressed with Phyllis. I think it'd be nice to see Victor knock down a few pegs, thanks to Phyllis. So, fingers crossed. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.